I believe hopefully the countdown's going to show up, and we are live now. Hello, everyone. Are we live?
Hi, everybody.
I know I'm alive.
Are we alive? Good one. I hope we are. I don't know. I don't see any comments. Yep. Love corn, very hot. Hi, Jackie.
Is here from Ireland. Hey, Jackie.
I need to get some water. I'll be right back.
Okay, honey.
Hello. Hi, Mikey.
Can everybody see me?
Nope.
All right. What we're going to do today, and I hope everybody can see us. Nobody has really told me that they can see us. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to chat and have some laughter because there's so many of us right now that's in the middle of some kind of conflict that we need to, just have a half hour to laugh about things. We get into so much stress every single day, and yep, we see all and hear you all. Yay! You want to join us, Jackie?
Good.
Hi, Teresa. We all, you guys are the best at tarot reading. I am not, and I am never going to try to compete with that because you are the best. And I just wanted to have
there is no reason to compete.
No. Heather, you were my first subscriber. Heather, you were my first subscriber, even when I didn't even have a channel. You were, so I was really honored to have you here today. I have met a lot of people. Like I said, Jackie Crystal Moon is from overseas, and she is from Ireland. And Teresa and Jackie Jacaranda is here. Let's see who else is here. Of course, I'm going to introduce my guests here in a minute. I'm trying to find out who else. Okay, I think that's all that's right here. So, all right, we have Nancy, and we have Thomas from Tarot Your Way, Nancy from the Crone Zone, Intuitions, I'm sorry, Heather from Indigo Jaguar, we have Purple Elephant Deb H, and we have the beautiful Miss Mel from Woolly Hermit. Hopefully we'll send out all some healing light to her. She hasn't been feeling very well. And Nancy, because she went to the doctor yesterday for an important thing. And hopefully everything turned out all right for her. Anybody else who needs any healing light?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Heather. No, honey, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying my sister, Teresa, had surgery on Thursday afternoon. And she had this, huge wound that's been in her leg for about a year, and they removed it, and she's in a lot of pain. So if everyone could just send my big
healing light to
her. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Most definitely. Now, I know we all have pets. And they usually gather on us when we are in live, like Deb's cute little puppy. You want to introduce your pet? Mo Cherie is actually hiding in the bedroom.
And I'm not home, or else Mozzie would be on my lap.
Yes, and most definitely. And Thomas, I think yours is outside. So, but yeah, we usually have. Why do they do that? Why do they climb on top of us when we're right in the middle of something?
Because they need our attention right then and now.
Yeah,
and it's the energy. They're attracted to the energy.
Would you like to come in and join us, anyone?
Here's my baby.
Aww.
Here's my Lily Gray.
Nice.
Aww.
I woke her up.
Oh, mommy, you woke me up.
Yeah.
My hyper sac, you know what?
is relaxing over there. I'm going to leave her be.
Yeah, see, that's what Moshari is, just hiding. I don't know where she is. She's usually right on top of me or right on the keyboards, and they crawl across the keyboards. And so if you ever get a message from me that's got like XXX or something, that's from Mo.
They're like the little kids when you get on the phone, you know.
Exactly.
Especially when you try to video. She's right there crying.
Why is it that it is just like a kid, Mel? We get on there and I'm tried to do Moshari Mondays, and all I can get her to do is eat her cat treats, and I call them cat crack because he absolutely loves them. Absolutely loves them.
Yeah, that's funny. Kitty crack.
Yeah, cat crack. It is because she just goes nuts over them, and she has like a routine that she goes and she has to have one every morning, and that's everything. It's nice to see the pets. Now, Gerald, do you have pets?
I don't think Gerald has one.
I don't think so either. I've never seen one in his studio. I was hoping that Miss Taro D would join us today too, but I don't know if she's feeling very well. She's kind of camera shy right now at the moment. But
Jackie, Crystal Moon made a very interesting comment, Lisa.
Yeah.
About her pet.
Oh yeah.
In the chat?
Yeah, I do. She asked how old my dog is. I said 18. She asked, was I spiritual? And when I said, oh, God, yes, she said, that's why. So our pets do live longer because we are spiritual. That's kind of cool, Jackie, because I was hoping so. I was hoping that I think my dog Buddy was alive for about 17 years, and he was a little morky. So, yeah. And I loved him to pieces, but I love my Moshari. She's my superstar. She is spoiled rotten. My whole house is full of cat toys and cat playgrounds and things like that. But when you live alone, they're our companions now, and it's weird because they have become, I don't want to become a cat lady. Oh, he has an elderly dog named Maddie.
I was just going to make the crazy cat lady joke.
Go ahead, Heather. Go ahead. Crazy cat leather joke. We need laughter.
I actually have a little shopping bag that says, I think I got it from Walmart or Wegmans here. And on the outside, it has all a bunch of different little cartoon kitty cats. And it says crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to get that.
Yes, of course. Now, see, I've always had cats throughout my life. And when I got Buddy, he was kind of a stray. Somebody had passed away and they needed somebody to take him. So I took him. But then I just fell absolutely in love with him. I think he was my soulmate. And everybody that I've talked to on here, they said that my cat, Moshari, is Buddy reincarnated because he couldn't stay away from me so long. So it could be true. But she acts totally opposite of him.
It could be very well be true because I know Mark Atha, who's Spirit Whisperer. He's the one that does all the animal readings and channels Jesus and Dakul and Pan too.
Pan, yeah.
I asked him about my Piper and my Lilu, and he says that my Lilu is waiting to come back to me. She has a special bond with me. And I miss her terribly. And he said, don't worry, when the time is right and she sees you can have a dog again, she'll be back. So, our pets do reincarnate.
Yeah, and I think that they do too. I mean, I was just kind of shocked. I told my son that. I said, it's like, everybody tells me that Buddy is, because he was attached to Buddy too. But he says that Buddy came back as Moshari, and it could be right because I got her too. Somebody had thrown her out and kind of said, yeah, I'm going to do that. Happy birthday, Sky.
Happy birthday, Sky.
Yeah, that's Jackie's dog.
13 in a couple days.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Deb got to answer, but that beautiful little fur baby in her lap, that's Monkey.
Monkey,
yeah. That's Monkey. And my cat, Willie, is usually here, but he doesn't like to be on camera. So
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had kitty cat too. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. What I would like to do too is let's get some. I think my fellow is going to live forever. Yes, you are. Hopefully, honey. In spirit, it will. Most definitely. What I'd like to do now is kind of play some party games. Now, remember in the old days when we were younger, when we were, well, this
Vaguely.
I'm talking about yesterday.
The very old days.
Yeah,
It's like
most of my
yesterday.
vaguely.
Most of my readings have been about that. Has you guys been having the same type of readings, finding your inner child and stuff? Because I've been doing a lot of readings, and it's like finding your inner child and trying to act younger than what we really are. You know, I mean,
Well, I don't think I
my
ever
body
grew
says
up.
I'm 58 years old. My mind says I'm 15 or 13. I can't remember, but yeah.
Well, my
I
body
would
that's why I
love
love
to go
music
back
so
in time.
I have playlists that I listen to.
The party games that we used to have, and Thomas, I don't know if you've ever went to, big parties and stuff. It's not spin the bottle or anything like that. It was kind of mostly questions, like truth and dare and stuff like that. Let's say mine in my age was the Gilligan Island test. Has anybody taken the Gilligan Island test?
I've never heard of it.
No. Okay, you all know who Gilligan's Island is, right? Let's try to bring up some more. Hi, Viviani.
Hi, Viviani. Yeah.
Let's try to bring up some better. We all know Friends. We all watched Friends before?
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get into
so,
that one.
Okay. We do know that one. All right.
Smelly cat song down pat. Yep.
There you go. Well, the Friends one was, and of course, these are like teenage party girl type stuff. It's kind of crazy, but this is supposed to tell you what kind of man or woman you want to be with, as when you grow up. Now, who would you rather be with? It could be either male or female. Would you rather be with Joey, Ross, Chandler, Rachel, Phoebe, or Monica?
I choose Gilligan.
You choose Gilligan. There you go.
I choose
None of the above.
The character that Brad Pitt played.
Oh yeah,
Guested on the show. I can't
when he
remember
was
the
on
name.
Thanksgiving special. Yep.
He gave up drinking, and
Yeah.
so before he gave up drinking, he was fun, and everybody loved him. Let's do this, and then when he gave up drinking, he became like boring, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Joe or something like that.
Happy Joe or something like that. Yep.
Thomas, who would you be with?
I would be with Ross because he would make me appear a little quicker.
And Debbie. Deb, I'm sorry, honey.
Good question. I'm going to say Joey for the same reason that Thomas said Ross, because
I think Joey too, Deb, because he's kind of easy to control. I'm not saying that I'm a controlling person, but I think he'd be fun. And if he really fell in love with you, Tara, Gerald wants the professor from Gilligan's Island. There you go. Now, see, Mel, you said you wanted Gilligan. So that would be somebody who's fun loving and kind and would do anything for his friends. Now, Nancy, you said you wanted Brad Pitt's character. He's kind of a hateful against Rachel type person.
That's because he's waiting for me.
That's what he gets. I love the part where Phoebe's like, "Can I hug you? Can I touch you? Are you real?" Yeah. Thomas, you wanted Ross. Ross was more of the intellectual dinosaur person that goes by the rules in the book. And Heather, you wanted the drunk fungi.
No,
The one that didn't get drunk. No.
I would just want to be, friends with them. There would be
Yeah.
nobody that I find, romantically, in a I mean, it would be fun to spend a day with Joey.
Oh, yes.
Go to a party, hang out with Joey, hang out with Chandler,
Yeah,
but
yep.
I just, as boyfriend or girlfriend material, neither. But what I would say is that there was a show I did like when I was younger, that came out just around the same time, was a show called Charmed, on Fox.
Yeah.
And there was a white lighter by the name of Leo. Brian somebody played him. Now I liked him. He was cute. So
Yeah.
but I don't mean to break the rules.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I always
And-
liked Leo. I thought he was really cute. He was a hottie.
Yeah,
It was
Deb and
both.
I picked, of course, Joey. Now, Joey is the Italian stallion, handsome, and I've always went for guys like that. He would be great. I mean, he'd be funny. He'd be kind of, you'd be smarter than him probably in some ways.
Okay, so Lisa, are you telling me you're going to be unfaithful to Johnny?
No.
Okay, just checking.
See, I have my Johnny Depp cup right here. He's sitting right next to me. And actually, my Johnny Depp pillow too is right behind me. I would not leave him at all.
Okay, just checking.
You don't like him at all, do you?
No, I don't. I mean, I have loved the man since 1984, almost 40 years. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember 21 Jump Street. I had a picture on my wall of him briefly.
Yes, most definitely. And I mean, he's going to be 60 next week. And, he's still got that charm about him, that kind of Rico Suave type person.
And his cologne smells really good too.
Yeah.
Savage. I got a chance to take a whiff of it at a department store a couple of years ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice."
Yeah.
So I sprayed a little bit on a card, rubbed it on Shan's skin, and I said, "Here, let me just see what this smells like on you." Nope.
Yeah.
So,
there is so many. I like Italian sausage, but that's a very different kind of conversation. That's good, Gerald.
yes.
It's kind of like the would you like a little Italian in you?
Lisa, can I ask you a question?
Sure, you can ask me anything you want, honey.
Who was your teenage heartthrob?
My teenage heartthrob was David Cassidy. I was completely in love with David Cassidy from the Partridge Family. In fact, I was so much in love with David Cassidy that I named my son David. So,
Wow.
yes.
Mine was
he
Ralph
the
Macchio,
kid.
the Karate Kid.
Ralph Macchio? Really?
Yeah.
Anybody else want to jump in? I do
Mine
like
was William Shatner. from
William
Star Trek.
Shatner from
The
Star
original
Trek.
Star Trek.
Ooh.
Oh, I could not
Yeah.
get enough.
He's still funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Harrison from the Beatles.
Who?
George Harrison from the Beatles.
The Beatles. My husband kind of looked like Ringo. He was starting to look like Ringo. And it's like, I never really thought of it, but I was watching a video the other day and it's like, yeah, he did look like Ringo. Thomas?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Oh, I love Paul McCartney too. Yes, of course. And
He's
he
the
still
only one
looks
I've had.
fantastic now.
He's the only one I've had celebrity dreams of.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
cool.
He has those droopy, sleepy eyes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Deb.
Mark Hamill too, Luke Skywalker. So,
Oh, yeah.
So
my very first crush was Donny Osmond. So
Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Now, see,
That
that
is-
is good. That was
You know what's
excellent.
interesting is when the first Star Wars movie came out
Mhm.
in 1977, I saw it 4 times. And my children love Star Wars. And my son has all these Star Wars characters. My son-in-law loves Star Wars, and my grandson loves Star Wars.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a type of movie that goes on with generation to generation to generation. And I was really shocked, to see that. And they're still making, I think, Star Wars movie. Like
yeah, the Disney Channel is just
the Yoda
exploded with
one.
Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, the Yoda one is cool. And it was amazing that my son wasn't into Star Wars as much, but he does watch them. He was more into the Ghostbusters and stuff that I was into.
Well,
Halloween horror movie.
Star Wars for me goes back to is the spirituality.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mind to where you use your mind power to
connect with the natural
the Force. Yeah.
And I think we've all had a little Darth Vader in us. I mean, we all have talked into the fan and said, "I am your father,"
The only part of Darth Vader I liked is when the second movies came out and I got to see Hayden Christensen for the first time. Oh, hubba hubba. He's still good looking.
Do you know what my son said about Hayden Christensen?
Uh-oh.
No, I mean he's wonderful, and they have allowed him to come back into the most recent series.
Oh, really?
But what happened was he was absolutely, well, you can use the word crucified by the fans.
Yes, he was.
And at one time he thought of suicide.
No.
Oh, really?
I mean, he really did. He had a horrible time because the kids at school, after he made the movie, they made fun of him.
That's awful.
And it's wonderful that they have recast him in a role that
That's too bad. I know the third one was good. I mean, it broke my heart to watch it, but he did a good job.
It's wonderful that they. I was getting. I have everything turned off. It's not me.
Okay, are we ready now? We good? All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's try this way. All right, we're doing good, right? I'm a nervous wreck. I am just so happy that you're all here. I mean, I was like telling Nancy earlier, it's like inviting a bunch of people to your child's birthday party or your birthday party, and then no one shows up. And I was like, in tears, like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And I know that there's so many other readers right now who is doing lives and stuff. So,
and I know I can't stay for the full
much.
The full live stream, and I apologize.
No, honey.
I do have a few more minutes, but then I have to go.
That's fine, hon. That is absolutely fine. I'm just so happy that you showed up and you're here.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. And also, Lisa is going to be a guest in 2 weeks on my Friday night with Allison. So
yes, most definitely.
Now on my channel, and we'll have some fun too that night.
Nice to meet you, Heather.
Huh?
Oh,
it's nice to meet you, Heather.
Yes, it's nice to meet you too. And I did accept your friend request. I get a lot of friend requests on Facebook, and I'm like, who are these people? And so I waited a while. Then when I saw your live with Sherry, I think it was, and then I was like, oh, that's who friended me. Okay. I accepted.
Well,
I got back a few weeks ago, so I have to be careful who I let in. Yeah.
Thomas and I got on last Friday night, not yesterday, but last Friday night, and on his channel, and we kind of tried to do like a testing 1, 2, 3, and tried to do something together. It came out all right, I guess. I mean, we had a lot of fun and a lot of laughs, and
Yep.
But yeah, I think that hopefully when we get more time in, on live, that it'll be a lot better and we can do a lot more. But
well, Gerald taught me how to do it.
see,
I went on one night all by myself, and I didn't think anyone would come, and then here popped in Gerald, and he taught me how to use StreamYard.
yeah,
Gerald's amazing.
I
He
like
really
to think
is.
maybe I've grown a bit with it, and I'm a little better with it, but
see, Nancy is still a virgin, StreamYard virgin, which today you all deflowered me.
Say what?
Well, you all deflowered me today for the StreamYard virgin.
Well,
Lisa,
Sonya Ray
Lisa.
Lee helped me.
Gerald says you need a moderator.
Moderator.
Do you know
I
how to
don't
make
know
them?
moderators, and I really don't know how to put moderators in, honey.
You have to do it on YouTube.
I have to do it on YouTube. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
you can do
Click
it on
their
your
name and it'll
phone.
ask you to make a
Okay.
You know what?
moderator.
You can do
You
it on
can
your
pop
phone
out
now.
the chat. If you pop out the chat from YouTube, you can bring it over here and look at it while we're on and have StreamYard here, and you can make moderators that way.
Ah,
Just do the 3 little dots on the side of the name, and it'll say, I think the last line is make moderators.
Mel, did you see Gerald's comment?
I did. Thank you, Gerald. Yeah. I love to learn.
I can't see comments, so if I'm not responding to anybody's comments in the chat, I apologize. I just can't see them. I'm not ignoring you.
Did you find it?
I don't know how to make a comment. I'm not seeing a box for that.
it's at the top, right? I did learn that last week with Thomas.
Well, I'm on my PC. I can't see that.
You
Says
can't make a comment on StreamYard if you're a guest. If you can pop out the chat from YouTube and bring it over and put it in front of while you're watching the feed.
Oh, now I can see it. Here we go.
And then you can make a comment, or Lisa can make moderators from there.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jane.
That's cool. But if I do that, Deb, how do I keep the
okay, Gerald. Comments
Echo.
on YouTube.
Okay. Did you pop it out?
I can go to YouTube.
Then you go on where your browser is, and it'll show you like StreamYard and this chat. It'll show 2 different. So if you click the chat part, it'll pop it up, and you can drag it to over where the live chat is on StreamYard.
Huh.
And then you can see that chat and the screen all at the same time.
There is a page in YouTube Studio where it's got the settings, and I forget exactly, but if you play around, it'll ask you, do you want moderators? And then you can add the channel names, and you can put them in that way too.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
You can do it. Or when the feed is over, you can go back on YouTube. You have access to all of your chat. And you can go through the chat and make moderators.
I think I'll do that because I don't want to lose anybody, and I don't want to lose the stream right now.
Yes.
Once you get used to it, you'll be fine. You'll be doing it.
See, that's what I am just
that's what I do too, Gerald.
terrified at the first, but I think that a lot of you have eased my mind. I listened to 3 Little Birds from I can't think of his name now. What's his name, ladies and gentlemen? 3 Little Birds by
that's
Don't Worry.
Yeah, I can see his face.
I can too. Bob
Marley.
Bob Marley, yes. Thank you, Deb. I am going to definitely. I have listened to that like 4 or 5 times. And hi, Jane. Hi, honey. Welcome, Bob Marley. Yep, Jackie. I listened to that 5 times this morning so I could calm down. I mean, I listened to that, and I listened to Hey Jude and by the Beatles. And
music's a great way too as a coping skill.
See, let it be. And
Let it
it's
be.
just like you said, Heather. What songs help you guys calm down? I mean,
Well, believe it or not, Alanis Morissette came out with last year. She recorded during lockdown and COVID an ambient album where it's music and it's sounds and her just doing vocalizations, not singing words, but just vocalizations. It's called The Calm Before the Storm, or is it The Storm Before the Calm? Yeah, she always does a reverse in her titles. And when I wake up in the morning or in the afternoon, if my anxiety's getting too much or I'm starting to have any like a panic attack or anything, I love to put that on and I listen to it for about an hour. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, it's whatever I'm in the mood for. My 80s playlist, my heavy metal playlist,
Yeah.
you know, my metaphysical playlist. I listen to pretty much all kinds of music except for modern day, you know, rap and hip hop, and I listen to some top 40, but not too much. I'm more old school. I
Me
love the
too.
80s, so yeah.
I love all kinds of music. I mean, I can go clear back to the 30s and instrumental and things like that. That's my thing, is the music. I got to have it every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I love music. But I don't, for some reason, even with my first live with Jonathan Daly, I don't get nervous. I don't know why.
I still get nervous too. Every time I go live, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm not. I never.
Mhm.
I never have been. Maybe I will be, but I haven't been so far.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm nervous when I do a regular video. Even I don't have to be live. I can be picking the times I'm making my video, and I'm still nervous.
Really? Thomas, do you get nervous?
You're muted, honey.
Definitely.
There you go.
I do better when I have somebody to play off of. I feel that I'm like too still and not conversational if I'm just by myself.
Yeah.
So just producing my daily videos, I'm a wreck. So I do them.
Really?
I do them 7 at a time, and
what about you, Deb?
For the music that calms me down, I'm an old metalhead, so I listen to screaming stuff.
Screaming stuff.
You get nervous.
Motley Crue. Who else? Motley Crue, Poison, all of those, Deb?
Not so much hair bands. During that time, I was a snob, and so I was, they were pretenders. As the years go by, I'm fine with them now, but I'm more into the newer stuff.
I still am a Metallica fan. I love Metallica.
Yeah.
I love Metallica. Led Zeppelin changed my life.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, the first time I heard Dazed and Confused, it changed my life. And I was being classically trained on the flute.
Yeah.
So I listened to mostly classical music back then. And I listened to opera, I listened to rap, I listened to everything. But if I want to calm down, I turn on, lately I've really been into Electric Callboy.
Electric Callboy, huh? I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Electric Callboy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw Zeppelin live.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really out of it with the music. I will openly admit, I go back to my classic training. I like the classical. I love to listen to a good Philharmonic or a good orchestra.
Oh, I do too.
I get totally lost in that.
I do too.
I like all types of music. I really do.
See, that's what I do
I have
too.
to go. I don't mean
All right,
to
honey. So thank you,
my phone
Heather.
is almost dead. I'm at like 10%. So
Oh, honey.
I have to go.
Well, you
Have a
enjoy
wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming.
And maybe I'll see everybody later tonight with Ivana at 7:00. So
Definitely
everybody
be
come on
there.
back. All right.
Thank
Love
you.
everybody. Bye.
Bye, Heather.
Bye.
Electric Callboy. Terrell Stash says Electric Callboy. Deb introduced them to him. So yeah, that would be great. I mean, I'll have to look that up because I do. If anybody is on my Facebook page, most of you are. Yeah, I play music every day. If anybody would like to jump in on here with us, that's fine. I've got plenty of room. I can have 10 people on. There's the link. I play music every day, and I started that, let's see, when the pandemic started, because I have friends overseas, and I have friends from, like I said, from the UK and Ireland, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody was okay, and see how bad it was overseas and stuff. And we kept track with each other. And I first started, I did 11 songs a day. And then I did, then I dwindled down to 7. And then I dwindled down to 4. But I've been posting birthdays, and it's been 3 years now. So it's been kind of hard to do things. But I did everybody's birthday. I would put a set on of whatever they like to do and things like that. And I had fun, and we always had fun, and that's what matters. That's how we connected, and that's, like I said, we knew everybody was okay and safe. I do listen to the Rewind on Sunday night. Sometimes I'll get on there in the chat room, and I've found so many friends there. I've done, when you get into those chat groups and stuff, or you get into those groups on Facebook and stuff, you can find so many interesting people. It's just so much fun sometimes just to sit there and listen to music together and talk about, like we are now, talk about who we had crushes on or something like that, and to get to know everyone. And I think that's what's important, and that's why I kind of wanted to start the Lunchtime with Lisa, because I did that on my Facebook page. And here comes Mr. Handsome Gerald. Woohoo! Here we go. There we go.
Right.
Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
Yeah.
Hello, hang on.
Good to see you.
Welcome. How's your Saturday going? Can you hear me, honey?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, that was a rookie error, which is when you have a YouTube stream going on in the background and you don't mute it. I muted the wrong window.
There we go.
There you go.
See, I even went out and got me a fan yesterday, Gerald. So I'm gonna have to show it to you later.
I've got a fan like Gerald does, but I can't make it make a noise like Gerald and
He's
and
got that
Ricky
flip.
do.
Well, it's not his fan
There you
making
go.
that noise.
Well,
That's
it's
his
not.
like-
Oh, okay.
Hi, Hip City.
Yeah, mine.
How are you, hon?
Okay, my dog is going outside. I'll be right back.
All right, hon. Yeah, I love talking to people. I mean, all my jobs, I've always had that type. I was always the type of person who had the interpersonal communication skills, and even took classes in schools and things like that. But yeah, I kind of went into a deep, dark stage in my life that I think all of us have, to the point where I isolated myself. And now it's just, I love it. So I know, like Thomas and I was talking about, I love talking to people because I just have my cat, and talking to Mo is great. She understands me, I believe. And she's my star. But yes, of course, I just, I love talking to people, and I get into several chat rooms. We had a Michael Hutchins chat room that I met so many people. Now, you all know who Michael Hutchins was, don't you? Anyone? No?
I'm really out of it. I warned you.
Oh, my goodness. In excess, I need you tonight. So slide over here and give me a moment. You know who Michael Hutchins is now?
Nope.
Nope. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've got the fan. I've got it's Hip and City says it's all in the
It's all in the wrist.
It's all in the wrist motion.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
I have such a good time just by myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it's all in the wrist, I'm probably would be good at it.
Oh well.
Zip zip, everyone. Yeah, I get to drink out of my Johnny Depp cup, Nancy.
Did
But yes.
anyone else catch the live last night with Hershey other than Lisa and Gerald? I know they were in there. Things, when you try to operate the StreamYard, there's a lot of things going on, and it's you make it look very easy, Deb. And
Yes.
it's a juggling act.
I appreciate it. Is a juggling act, trying to listen and watch chat and make sure your guest is comfortable, you know, still be listening to them. It is kind of a juggling act.
Yes. And Thomas was initiated last Friday with the Tarot Destroyer.
Mm.
And we were all like trying
now.
to
You got the
get
tarot
it out of there.
Every time I got terrorized.
Yeah.
You're
He was
officially a
initiated
YouTuber
for
when
the
you
Tarot
have-
Destroyer. Welcome back, Gerald.
Thank you. And yeah, Tarot Destroyer is when you know that you actually have a YouTube channel.
Yes. And that's what Gerald or Thomas was like. I didn't see him, and we were all like trying to get him off the screen. It was funny. But yeah.
Tarot Destroyer actually came on the live?
Yeah.
You let him in, Thomas?
Just in the comments.
Oh,
In
okay.
the comments, yeah.
I was like going,
I would like to see who he is.
you have bigger balls than I do for that. Holy mackerel. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
You have a much
Anytime you
stronger
want.
constitution than I have, Thomas.
You know what, Gerald? I am the type of person that I talk just like you. I mean, I don't know if we get monetized for things like that, but there was a couple slip ups with Thomas last Friday that we just was laughing so hard that it just kind of slipped out. And I don't know if he got monetized for any of that, but yes, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel like you're sitting in my living room. And that's what I'm doing, sitting in my living room. And I want people to just come in and laugh and joke. And I'm leaving all the tarot up to you guys because you are the best. And I do
You
order.
need to stop saying that, Lisa. Stop saying that.
I know that everybody's different in readings and stuff. And I've got a lot of spell books and I've got a lot of how to read tarot cards and stuff like that. But yeah, and I've got decks and things
Throw
like
all that out and read it intuitively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
you
the
can read all
cards
the
speak
books
to
you want
you.
to, but until you get your hands dirty,
Yeah.
it's totally different.
Well,
Yeah.
see, at my age, it's really hard when you get older to memorize. And I mean, I know what the majors mean, and I know what quite a few of the minors mean, and but I do not know what all of the cards mean. Like if I pulled a card but what I find is I prefer intuitive reading because there's certain decks that I get more intuitive hits on a RWS clone rather than Pixie's artwork.
Yeah.
And that's blasphemy, I suppose.
No, I do the same thing. I'd rather read a card and then not read the book afterward, just to double check it. But yeah.
But I mean, sometimes you see something that's what I like. I mean, I don't guess we're supposed to be talking about tarot, but
no, that's fine. Talk about anything you want to talk about.
That's what I like about the tarot is that it's paper, but it's alive.
And see,
and it changes, and you can look at the same card the next day and get an entirely different meaning.
But
It's a very spiritual thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion with the Marseille, one thing I really like about the Marseille system is like if I get pulling off the top of my head, a Four of Swords, I close my eyes and I think, what do the fours mean? And how would that relate with the swords?
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, just all kinds of stuff floods to me doing that. Where with Rider Waite, I feel much more restricted with that Four of Swords. When I see the guy laying on the bench, yeah. You don't know, is he dead or is he just healing or, but I don't know. And it's different every time.
I will say, Lisa, Tarot the Stashway, you can learn some basics, but also intuitively is a great way. It's a very, very important and very respected way of reading the cards. One is not better than the other, and if people tell you that, let me know because I can handle them. and Mel does a great job. Mel uses tarot to help tell stories, and that, I mean, and it goes back to what Nancy's saying. Really, they're a spiritual tool. They can tell us a story. They can tell us where we want to go.
Yeah.
And how to get there.
Yeah.
So, I can tell a story not knowing something's even bothering me. And then I get that message from the story and it's like, wow, that just blows me away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I do with Thomas. We've been sorry, Deb. We've been kind of flowing off everybody, and I love watching you all. And I do, I've learned so much from all of you, from watching you. And in fact, you guys have inspired me so much that I started my own channel. So Thomas and I are kind of the newbies, and we've been kind to bouncing off each other to see how to do it. And I contacted him earlier and I said, I don't know even how to get on here, and he was like telling me how to get on and everything. So yeah. And go ahead, Deb. I'm sorry.
I was just going to tell you that the more that you read, the more practice you put in, the more you will, the meanings of the cards will stick in your head. So you don't have to memorize it. It's just, if you play with them, the more you play with them, the more the meanings will, solidify in your mind. And then you don't need the meanings as much because you can just read intuitively. And if the book meaning is what the card's supposed to say, that'll come to your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also have to say, Deb uses tarot to help illustrate her stories. And correct me if I'm wrong, Deb, your guides use tarot as a way to get your attention and to support you in how you're growing and learning.
Yes. Even in readings.
Yeah.
I will, if someone's reading me and they're not using cards, my guides will give them cards in their mind. So,
yeah. And I know, I know, Thomas, you from when you came on my channel and you talked about, you read a lot of books, or you read some books, and then you dove in and you did that practice, and that practice is really, really critical.
Yeah, just that one day of reading the 28 Celtic cross spreads was a great, I was in over my head, but it was a great learning lesson for the tarot cards.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, see, I prefer the Oracle, and I've been doing Oracle readings every weekend on Saturdays, and I've been posting them, but I've been doing them, recording them and then posting them. I've never went live. Today's my first live, but I prefer the Oracle because I love the vibrant colors. Sometimes I usually, like you guys said, I have to feel the deck and like the colors and things like that. And I use it and I just look at the picture and I don't even read half of what's on the bottom. But I have been doing a lot every weekend, and it's been finding your inner, your inner child and things like that. That's mostly, shadow work, which has been strange in the last month, but I have done a lot of shadow work. I mean, you could probably open up the closet and half the stuff would fall out, but yeah. But what I always wanted to do is the tarot. And like I said, there's so many people right now. There's probably 3 or 4 people that are doing that. Doing a live right now in tarot. And I don't like stepping on anybody's toes or anything. And Gerald, you've taught me so much. I have taped and I've shared and I've collected all of your videos. So you're like,
that's a good thing.
It is. So I can rewind it and find the bigger points that needs to be done and things like that. So I think that, like I said, you've all inspired me to do this. And I wanted to make sure that this channel was kind of like a free for all. I do stories like Fear Fridays, which Nancy and I have talked about before. Some of them are very interesting. And I do Mo Mondays, which is my cat. She's usually on the cat crack. And on Wednesdays, I do whatever I want, and it's just.
Well, I want to jump in and raise this other hand so that you can still see the stash, right?
Okay. Yep. I still see the stash.
No one owns a day of the week. Mm-hmm. No one owns a time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You go live when you go live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody gives you a hard time about that, I don't engage with it. I personally, and I know others do this, I have a consistent time that I go on because it's good for my schedule, and I think it's helpful as a viewer to know when someone's going to be going live.
Yeah. Can I add to that though?
Yeah.
Now, when Nancy and I started doing the tarot talks, we picked Saturday night just out of the blue because her and I hadn't talked in a while, and we figured, well, if anybody watches, great. If they don't, that they don't. But then we stayed with Saturday, but we knew Ron, Unconditional Love, was doing actual card readings.
Mm-hmm.
So we opted not to do card readings out of respect for that and made it just talking about tarots. And that's why we've stuck with that format there.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, Mel, and I think you and Nancy, you're consistent. And I think that's very respectful of you to do that.
And yeah, that's what I was kind of being. I'm just trying to be respectful for other viewers. And I did notice that there's a couple, like I said, that's already doing lives right now that just popped up this afternoon, oddly. But yeah. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
I just, I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I just want to have fun. And this is, to be honest, I am finally finding my voice, to talk. And you've all brought that out in me, like, hey, I remember doing that. And I was stifled my entire life, most of it, unless I was away from my abusers, that I could talk then. But yeah, it's just like my opinion didn't really matter. And now it's my own channel and my opinion does matter. And I hope that I can help anybody that's out there. And it's just like on the bottom of the screen, it's always share kindness and light and just be nice to each other. It's so many people out here that's in so much turmoil. And it takes your mind off of things for just an hour, And I want to say hi to all my friends in the UK and in Ireland. They just, there's so many people that are going through a lot of stuff right now. And like I said, that half hour or an hour of just chatting away and laughing does wonders. And today is with the full moon. We're all kind of on edge. So
I just saw my mailman go by and I'm expecting a new deck. That's why I was.
It's also
I have a new deck in my mailbox and it's killing me.
well, go hide yourself and go get it.
go get it.
Well, when my dog goes nutty,
My son's going to bring it to me later. I'll
Oh.
show it. I'll open it up and look at it, and then I'll show it on our live tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do
yeah, me
that.
too. I might show a few cards.
There you
But my
go.
dog will hear the mailman at the mailbox, and she has not caught on yet that he comes every day. Every day. And she still goes, I don't know. She must hate that mailman. He must have bit her or something. I don't know. She sure wants to bite him.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I have Chihuahuas. A bird can fly over the yard, and they bark. My husband used to say they own as far as they can see.
Yeah.
And they bark. They bark. Listen, I don't know if they would hurt anybody if they tried to break in the house, but they couldn't get in unnoticed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good little alarm systems.
Yeah.
He's looking at me right now like, why are you talking so mean about me,
Okay.
Mommy?
I'm just so surprised that mine still sleep.
Gerald, I just wanted to mention how beautiful I thought that your fabric art that you posted on YouTube was.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I thought I could just see all kinds of movement in that.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, I'm like you, Deb. I love looking at Heather's paintings and yours, Gerald, your work and things like that because I see objects in them. I'm the type of person that can find the boat or whatever they say. But I do see objects, and I love looking at art and things like that. And it's just trying to figure out how you guys all did it and everything. I wish my hands could do a lot more, but yeah, it's wonderful to look at all the pictures.
Yeah, Nancy, I have a couple of projects that I'm working on videos for.
Oh,
so progress videos, and it's similar to like what Mel's doing, showing the cards you're making.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and some people like it, some people don't. And it's all good, and I'm glad that you like it. It makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So
well,
see,
I feel I'm so new at watercolor. I feel I look at the card and I'm like, that stinks. But well, it's what I feel too. So, and I'm only going to learn when I do it. So
yeah,
it's just like reading tarot.
Mm-hmm.
The more you do it, the better you get at it. And I would say, if you're just learning tarot, and this is a lesson that I wish I had learned, I wish I had taken notes of my readings that I was doing and keeping a journal so that I could actually go back and look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, here, let me get on my soapbox. But what is really important is that you date the entry, like and this is me, #overachiever. I would put the day of the week, the day, the day, month, and the year. I would also include what deck I was reading with.
Yeah.
Because if I find myself, I think we all have our decks that, I have decks that when I feel drawn to them, I feel a pull to use them.
Mm-hmm.
And it may just be because that's got the message for me, or the cards are going to make me happy. They're going to help me learn something. And it goes back to that spirituality. If you've ever read any of the holy books, you open the book And then usually the passage that you need is the one that you find.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have a question for you, Gerald. Where do you find spell jars? Now, do you use the glass jars for spell jars? Have you ever done spell jars?
Oh, by the way, Miss Moonlight Musing once, what is the deck Nancy got?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
No, thank you, honey. I didn't even see that.
spell jars, I use any glass jar.
Yeah, but do you bury them too? Don't you bury them?
Well, it depends upon the spell.
Yeah. Because I've got a couple of them. I don't like it being so big. Katie.
Yeah, it really depends upon the spell. Excuse me. It depends upon the spell or the working that I'm doing. They can be buried. They can be frozen. They could just be put on a shelf. It all is what you're wanting it to be.
Okay.
What you're wanting to do. Burying them, you have to be careful because whatever you're burying, you know, if it breaks, is that a problem?
Yes. Okay.
So because
mostly it was for protective areas. You know, you bury it in the corners of your land or whatever. And see, I would bury them deep, but I live in a place where it's nothing but clay dirt, and it's hard to get in there. So yeah.
I'm looking over at Deb and going, gee, maybe this is a conversation for the Woo Woo Witchery and Coffee Club.
There you go. That would be perfect for you guys to do it.
Yes, we could do one of those. We could do one of those.
That would be perfect for you guys to do that. Because like I said, I have been trying to find littler bottles to where, you know, I wouldn't be running it over with a lawnmower. I'd be digging it deep, but, you know, or breaking and stuff like that. And could you use like cloth and stuff too, instead of a glass bottle?
You can do lots of things.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of things.
It also depends on what you want it to do.
Yes.
So if you want it to become part of the earth, then that would change.
Yeah.
Yes. So it depends on what you want it to do. What you would use.
And I would say, oops, hashtag. Sorry, another mistake. Turn off your phone. Mute your phone.
That's fine.
You know, do all of that. Mute your camera. These are all things that we learn.
Okay.
I would say, you know, there's 6 of us on the screen right now, and there's a total of 9 people watching. That's I bet there's 15 different ways to do each thing that you were wanting to do. And guess what?
Yeah.
Those are 15 really good ways.
Yeah.
And ways that work.
Yes. And see, I was talking with Thomas last night about blowing cinnamon in your door at the first of the month, you know.
I did that.
I did too. I do that every month. And just, you know, I would, I do that every month, and it's just for protection and kind of like prosperity and things like that. And I found,
does that draw ants though?
No, actually, it keeps ants out, Nancy.
It's a natural
cinnamon around your windowsills and things like that, and your doorway, and it blocks them. They don't go across it. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I had never heard that before, so that's why I had Hershey answer that.
Yeah.
Because you're not an old wife. It's an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
I could be an old wife.
Us old people.
I could be an old wife. It might take about. It might take me an hour and a half to get ready for being an old wife. But Sarah Sachet could pull it off.
Yes, she could. She could.
There you go.
But yeah.
And
you know, also the idea of blowing cinnamon into the house is cinnamon is very good for prosperity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like you're blowing prosperity, you're clearing the way for prosperity into your home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yes.
right back.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, me too, because
Okay, no.
I think it came and it
Okay.
got through. The dog didn't notice, but it came.
Yeah.
So can I don't know how to do that. What button do I press?
Just go ahead and leave you right there and just go ahead and go.
Okay.
All right, honey? All
Back
right.
as soon as I can.
No,
So-
don't worry. Take
So
your time.
Thomas, was
Yes.
Paul your favorite Beatle?
Yes, Paul was my favorite Beatle, and there was an opportunity to go see him about 6 years ago here in Houston on his final farewell tour and all that, and they just had priced me out of a ticket.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be a good question too, now that we're just down to us four. What concert would you love to go see? Now, see, you might have answered this already, Gerald, but before on your show, if you could go back in time and go see anybody you want to, who would you go see? Thomas? The Beatles?
Yeah, the Beatles would be definitely one of the groups that I'd like, but I liked all those 60s English invasion bands.
Yeah. That's cool.
Ooh, I think I would like to. I would have enjoyed going to Live Aid.
Want to see?
See, me, that's what I want to be.
Want to see?
Yes, Nancy. Or yes, Mel, I'm sorry. Deb, who would you want to go see?
I am going to go back a little farther. I would like to go. I would have loved to have seen Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I love the smooth jazz. Yes. That's the question, Mel. Who would you like to go see if you could go back in time and just do anything?
If I could meet anyone, go back in time and meet anyone.
Who would you like to go see? Yep. Mm-hmm.
She's talking concert.
Concerts.
Oh, concerts.
Mm-hmm.
ELO.
ELO. Oh, that would be a good one too. That would really be good. See, I would like
newest deck. Amanda Ellis's Christ Consciousness.
Ooh.
Now, if I could go back in time and meet anybody from history, I would like to meet Jesus Christ and have a sit down.
Yeah.
So that's if I would meet anyone in history.
That would be a good question too. When you're standing at the pearly gates, would you what would you ask them first if you got to meet Jesus? What would your
That's a loaded question. I mean, some people don't believe in pearly gates.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But if you could meet Jesus, what would you ask him? What would be the first question you'd ask him?
If you hide the comment, we all get bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying.
No, that's fine.
Let me.
No. Tell me anything I need to do. How do I hide? Oh, there we go. There we go.
I mean, if you put the tiny hands
There we
up,
go.
I look
There.
huge. My head is huge next to tiny hands. We've all heard that.
Yeah.
If anything, Gerald is going to be known for, he's
Is
going to
the
be
tiny
known
hands.
for, tiny hands make everything look bigger.
Yes, Gerald. And Jamie's not here for you to.
Oh my gosh! Look at those flowers, Nancy.
Ooh,
They're out of my garden. My son
really?
brought the mail and cut some roses for me.
Wow,
Aren't they beautiful?
they are beautiful.
Here's the deck. It's not a big one. I bought it from the
It is next to Tiny Hands.
the creator. Here's the there's a reflection here. Let me open it up. It is the oneness with God, the wisdom of the Baal Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov. Anybody familiar with that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, I saw it on Amazon, and I went to the site where it Kisses from Ibiza, ibizatarot.com.
Yeah.
Made in the USA, and it just opens up like this.
Oh.
And on the inside, oh wow, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? The
Oh,
colors.
that is.
Ooh, yeah.
And the each card, like I'll just this is what it says. Do you mind if I do this?
No, go ahead, honey.
Okay.
Do anything you want. Anybody do anything they want.
It says how to use the cards.
Mm-hmm.
With a blank mind, pick a card with each hand and let yourself be surprised. The left card is the emotional message. The right card is the action message. Number 2, focusing on a specific issue, ache or pain, pick a card with each hand. The left card is the cause, and the right card is the solution. 3 is for decisions. Pick 3 cards and place them down. The left card is the past, the middle card is the present, and the right is the future. So I'm just going to just read the first card. You know,
Nice.
It says, for any of us to come to the understanding that we are common and unlearned is the accomplishment of a lifetime. So these just looked really, really fascinating to me. And I look forward to diving deeper into it. But I'll do a walkthrough, and maybe I can show a few tonight, Mel, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, but I'm going to show a bit of these too.
Okay.
This is the first deck I have ever gotten that has a noticeable odor. And I don't know what that odor is.
Is it a pleasant odor or not?
It's not an unpleasant odor. It's just an odor.
I mean,
like stage.
Well, I was watching you, Mel, and I'm like going, Mel is a hashtag deck sniffer.
No, I never was before. Never heard of that till I joined.
Exactly.
Did I just break you, Thomas?
I break easily. I'm brittle these days.
Wow. Mel,
Yes.
can you show
I
a
do
card
that
from
too.
that deck? Mel, can you show a card from that deck? If it's easily done.
I'll show the first card.
Okay, because I'm curious.
And I'll even comment on the first card, if that's okay. I was
Says the man who doesn't open his cards when he
I
gets
was
them.
hesitant to buy this deck for one reason. Here's the backs. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are.
The
Oh, that's
honeycomb,
nice, love.
What
Love
was the title of the deck, Mel, or have you said it?
Christ consciousness.
Oh, Amanda's deck. Oh,
Yeah.
I have to
Now
wait
the
for payday to
first
get
deck
that.
is Jesus himself. Take my lead.
Ooh, okay.
No one knows if Jesus looked like that, and he probably did not. So, and that was the only beef I had about getting this deck. But they're beautiful. I mean, her other deck was gorgeous too, and the packaging is similar. The cardstock. Oh wow, I'm gonna love this cardstock.
And that's
So Mel, when you when
Oh,
you
that's
go
nice.
back and
Yeah.
interview anybody that you can, when you come back, would you get your watercolors out and paint an actual picture of the person we know as Jesus?
Oh,
Say what?
After you go back and meet Jesus, come back and watercolor paint him so we have a more accurate representation. Because everybody wants him to have pale Irish white skin
Yeah.
in certain cultures,
Yeah.
where we know he was Middle Eastern and probably
Exactly. Yeah.
I have some thoughts on that. May I share them?
Yes. Like I said, you can talk about anything you want to talk about.
I personally think that probably Jesus was a very homely looking person. I don't think that there was anything physically that would draw people to him.
Mm-hmm.
It was the spirit within him that drew people.
Yes.
Yep.
And not his physical looks. And
Yeah,
I think
because
that's
Mary never recognized him when he came back. So yeah, I agree with that.
well, I mean, I just have always felt that way, you know, because it was what he said that drew people to him, not what he looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you, Nancy, and the idea of is it's the energy that he exuded, and the
Yes.
energy he exuded, and this is Gerald's opinion,
Yeah.
matched what the energy that he was putting forth matched what he was saying and what he did. He was in alignment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree
So,
with you.
yeah.
See, and I believe
100%.
that's in everybody. I think that's what our inner light is our real selves, and we need to shine that on others, because there's a lot of people in the dark, you know, that need to find, you know, help and to go towards, like, I wouldn't say go towards the light, but yeah, it's just to light somebody's day. And I think that what you kind of went on, Nancy, is what Jesus had, his inner light. Now, see, I don't know what I am religious wise. I never push my religion on anyone. I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus, and I believe in spirit guides and angels, and, you know, and all of that. But I've never really went to church or anything like that. I'm more of a spiritualist. I'm not a Wiccan, I don't think. I do practice some spells, you know, and I've never cast upon anybody else, because that comes back on you 3 times fold. And I believe in all that stuff too. So I don't really know. I'm kind of a mutt, I guess. You know,
I like what Hypnicity said. I believe Jesus is my brother. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yes.
I like you, Lisa. I have looked into a lot of different religions. I can't ascribe to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. So I don't know where I'm at religiously, but I know what I believe, and I believe in what I believe, and I try to live what I believe.
Yes. Do unto others as you wish to be done to you. And see, that was always my motto, you know.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of us, especially with being an empath, a lot of us are like that, because we know what the emotions and stuff are. We know all of it. And we know how it feels to be mistreated or something, you know. And a lot of us
there has to be something special about Jesus, because he's been around, known around for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't keep coming back if it's, you know.
My son is an atheist. He don't believe in anything like that. He don't believe in God or the devil or anything like that. And I always let him, you know, he's an adult. He can choose whatever he wants to choose. You know, that's his path in life. And I think that's everybody's path. You know, nobody has the right to say what's right and what's wrong on anybody else's life.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to marry a woman, go ahead. If you want to marry a man, go ahead. whoever makes you happy, that is what matters. Love is
As
what
long
matters.
as you're not hurting anybody else, who cares?
That's right. Exactly. And as far as religion goes, the same thing. If you want to be a Buddhist, if you want to be an atheist, if you want to be anything else, just don't push it on me. You know, I have my beliefs, you have your beliefs.
Yep.
And it's just been so much pushing and shoving. And that's why I wanted to do Lunchtime with Lisa, because we just need that laughter. We need to blow off some steam for a while, you know, and if it's an hour and a half or an hour or two, that's great. You know, we just need to laugh more, because this world just sucks the life out of you, more or less. And it's sad. You know
what
really
I
is.
find so remarkable is how we all care for one another.
Yes, I did find that out in the community. We all
I mean, I just really care for everyone that's in this on the screen and everyone that's in the chat. I think it's a beautiful experience, and I'm very thankful that I found our corner of TarotTube. If for any better, I don't know what else to call it, you know.
Yeah.
But
well, and I agree with you, Nancy, and we all show the way we care in different ways, and that's what makes it so that the various ways of caring and holding space for people and praying and offering prayers and all of that stuff. I think that's a beautiful thing. I personally like variety, because if I'm eating the same thing every day, it's not going to be good for me.
Yes,
exactly.
There's I have this wonderful thing called free will, and I'm subscribed to a lot of people's channels, and guess what? I watch a lot of different content.
I do too.
It's great.
Exactly.
And you know what I like is the people that live in their vans and travel all over the place.
It's fascinating people who can do that.
Yes, love that. I mean, I'm living vicariously through them.
Yes.
You still watch a lot of knitting, Gerald?
I don't watch as much knitting as I used to, because now I'm watching quilting.
Quilting.
Oh. And I'm watching all the art channels. I love the watercolor.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the beautiful thing is like, Thomas, I'm going to ask you what you're watching next, and Deb, I'm going to ask you what you're watching next. So get ready. But I think the beautiful thing is if you need to find something, you can find it on YouTube.
Exactly.
If you don't agree with it, look some more. Because everybody, there's lots of different ways out there. So.
Okay, what I'm watching next is I like process videos. So like manufacturing or mass bakery, bread making, or
bread making,
they make frozen dinners, or I like to process the processes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. Deb?
So I'm a reaction video junkie. I watch reactions to music. I watch reactions to movies. I watch reactions to how things are done. So I like the process. Like Thomas, I like the process too. So whatever it is, I like to watch other people react to things that I enjoy.
Do you like reaction videos to reaction videos?
I do.
I do. I watch those too. And I think I watch a lot of them. And mostly I love horror movies and stuff like that. So I watch scary stuff. And that's why I have Fear Fridays. I am big into them. I grew up with like 8 Creature Feature and Night Gallery and Twilight Zone and things like that. But I like to watch the reaction videos too, Deb. And I like to watch the traveling ones like you, Nancy, and the bread ones. I've found out so much. I can even put a car window in my truck. I actually took my computer out to my truck and put a car window in.
Wow.
And I was shocked. I mean, after my husband died, he was he was the main mechanic, excuse me. And I didn't know anything, and I just learned by watching them. And then I watched these YouTube videos, and it showed instructions on how to do everything, right down to how to tear the door frame off or the door panel off and everything. It was so cool. And I did it. Even with my bad hands, I did it, and it was shocking. But yeah, you could find anything on YouTube
you can
now.
Learn anything.
Even their movies. I like their old movies.
I love old movies.
The movie Marty. I hadn't seen that in years. That was such a good movie. Yeah.
There's like Tubi now that you got free. You can get free on a Roku channel type TV that it's got a lot of old movies, and you can just find anything really.
Yeah.
Bye, Jackie.
Bye, Jackie. Thank you, honey.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go too. I need a nap before I can go on tonight.
Yeah.
I was up early, and I've been doing a lot of, what's the word I want? Throwing away crap, getting rid of stuff that.
Spring cleaning.
Trying to clean house a little bit, clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
Get rid of some of my junk so that when the kids have to, when I go, they won't curse me as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm trying to get my spare room organized for my painting. And so
very nice.
Yeah, I was up early doing that, but I'm gonna need a nap here. So but thank you so much for asking.
Oh, I am so blessed to have you all here.
And it's wonderful to see all you guys again, Gerald and Purple Elephant, Deb and Thomas. It's great to see you again. And Nancy, I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a nap too. I've got to be perky and keep up with Mel.
Well, we are going on an hour and a half, so I am just so overwhelmed that you all showed up, and I'm just so happy. Thank you so much. It's nice to see faces, but of course I see you on your videos and stuff, but you never really seen mine. And like I said, I'm just a free-flowing person that loves to talk, and I am so blessed to have you all in my life, and you've taught me all so much. Everyone in the chat room and everything. I'm just overwhelmed.
Well, hopefully I'll see you tonight too.
Yes, I will. I will be there. I will definitely be there.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye, Mel.
Bye.
You're good company, Lisa.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am a talker. I will say that I'm a talker, and I try. And I think the more I do things like this, the better off we'll be. So, and I'm learning from the best. So, I don't know how to put on a notice, like weeks ahead of time to tell when I'm going to be live next.
When we're done, I've got some tips on that. I spent 20 years of my career doing training and development.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got lots of ideas for that you can completely ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Use some of them if you want, but
that's great. Thank you, Joe. I am willing, and I'm willing to learn anything that you all want to teach me.
And the big thing is just to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there and do it.
Yeah. Thomas, are you taking notes?
Yeah, I can't do it with my hands, but I'm
mentally taking notes.
That's why he's bald. His brain is so full of information. His hair is not able to grow out of his head. I mean, I'm waiting in 3 years for him to, remind me of something that I said on our live.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gerald, I'm going to have to hook up with you sometime and find out all about StreamYard, because
do I have to tell Jeffrey?
I'm not nervous, but I'm intimidated by StreamYard.
That's an okay place to be in, because you are in charge and you can make it as straightforward and easy as you want, or as complicated as you want. I'm an easy sort of guy. And I mean, don't spread that around. I may be easy, but I am not cheap.
We're gonna tell.
Well, I am both. I'm easy and cheap.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Nancy, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
There you go.
One of these days I'll get the bull by the horns, but not quite yet.
Yeah. We're going to have to deflower you.
Oh my goodness.
Sacrifice the virgin, Bernard virgin.
When I was on Deb's channel.
Well, on that note, I am going. Oh, here, Gerald. See, you got to teach me how to snap.
Oh, the key for it is you know the side that has the emblem on it. You want the opposite side, the one that doesn't have it. That needs to face you, and hold it like this. Hold it down, and just sort of you're holding really with. Yep.
Wait a minute.
Little bit.
I'll work on it, okay?
Okay. We'll have fan practice.
There you go. A whole video about how to do the fan snap.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to leave, and this has been wonderful. I have.
Well, honey, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for including me, Lisa.
You're welcome, and thank you for showing up.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, hon.
Bye to everybody in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, and Hypnocity is gearing up for a channel. It's
good. Do it. See, honey, that's what I kind of want to. Thomas and I have been talking about that. We want to get a bunch of people who are newbies and just get on here. And I can get 10 people on this chat room. So, on live. So if you all want to come and we'll do a live together, that would be great. You know, Hip City and,
I will say, I see a lot of people saying Gerald the StreamYard and all that stuff. The key thing to remember with StreamYard, if you use a countdown, start the countdown first and then go live.
Okay. Now, did I do that earlier? Anybody that was here earlier?
The countdown did not appear.
It didn't?
No,
but you have to start the countdown and then you go live, because if you don't, you get the weird face.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
That. Yeah. Are we here yet?
Yeah. Start the countdown, and it's always good to. I think it's good to use a countdown because it allows you. You start the countdown, then you press the go live button twice, because it's like, you're going to go live. Are you sure?
Yeah.
And you say yes. And what that does is that allows the notification to go out on YouTube.
Oh.
Because YouTube and StreamYard, there's about a 7-second difference.
Delay.
Yes, so there is a delay. Now, this is not the StreamYard. I'm not a StreamYard expert. StreamYard actually has YouTube videos on how to do it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I've watched those. I've tried to watch everything in the last couple of days when I started the StreamYard, and it helped a lot, but none of them really showed me how to do the thing like you were going to discuss about advertising and stuff like that weeks prior to that. But hey, we'll learn.
Tarot Your Way just released the tarot card of the day for June 3rd, 2023.
Yeah. I've already commented on that. There you go.
Thomas is multitasking, people. Don't it's awesome.
And see, I like that part. I can do a video for the week and post it for like Friday, if I wanted to. I've been doing Thank You Flowing. I've been doing the Haunted Dolls last month, and then I did the Warrens this month is going to be started. And that's what my viewers want. And so I'm going to give everybody what they want. And today it was like I was going to do it at midnight. And then a lot of us couldn't be here at midnight because we were all sleeping. So it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning for you, Gerald. And I definitely didn't want to have people like that, and 6 a.m. in the morning for my friends overseas. So I changed it to noon, so hopefully they can see it. I will learn how to do the comments from both streams, YouTube stream and this one. So it'll get better once I start doing it more. But I just wanted to make sure that those who are listening, I wanted to know if I do have a community page that you can go on and vote on some of the things that I've done, what I want to do next month, or what you really want to see through my channel. What more, the algorithms on YouTube is just crazy. You can be up and I get excited because I've got like 3,000 views, for this month. And I'm, it's only like first week and I'm just like, woo,
yeah. And it's a process.
I'm getting commercials, which is strange, but yeah, it's a process. And I only have like 82, I think 82 viewers, which I'm ecstatic about. And I like the smaller streams because I can actually answer some of the questions and things like that.
Yeah.
I know that Scott Scorpio was with Linda the other day, and they had so many questions that it was just zooming by and you couldn't answer them. I mean, it'd take you 3 or 4 days to get them, answered. And so I like the smaller, more one-on-one connection, I guess, right now. I'm not looking to be monetized. Not monetized, but to make money out of this or anything like that. I just want to make people happy.
So after you get everyone's opinion, Lisa, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Your channel, do what you want to do.
I know.
Because if it's not making you happy, you're not going to do it. You're not going to enjoy it. And that's what we want to see. We want to see people who are enjoying what they're doing.
Well, I've loved this. I love getting on in the chat rooms and stuff. Like I said, I only have a cat. My son just came over and he's like, oh, I forgot that you were live. So he left. And he comes over and checks on me twice a day. So that's great, but that's about it. That's my only connection to the world is you guys. And it's just amazing how technology has brought so many people together,
Yeah, you do it your way.
Do it your way. And the people that need to hear the message you have to give will hear it.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do.
That is a statement of fact, Lisa, not something up for your opinion, Miss Thang. That is right. People who need to hear your message will hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the beauty of YouTube is they can hear it whenever they need that message.
That's great too.
Well said, Thomas.
That's why when I post music on Facebook, they can pick whichever ones they want to listen to. I just put the video on there, and I'm going to try to learn how to do a reaction video like Deb and I like to music and stuff and movies. But the monetizing and everything is crazy, to put music and stuff on. But yeah, I love talking to people, and I love, watching videos and stuff, and that's my life other than pain pills and sleeping. But yeah, it's good when you're retired and stuff. You just really don't know what to do anymore, when you're forcibly retired, like unfortunately Thomas and I are. And I'm used to working every day and talking to people and everything, and now it's like I'm just sitting here with my cat, and I enjoy all of you guys' video, and it's hard to keep up with them all. I'll have like 2 or 3 screens on, like I did last year for the Johnny Depp trial, and I know you all watched it, at least one day of it. It was on for you didn't, Gerald? Oh my goodness, it was on for 6 weeks.
Thomas is so disappointed in me.
No, I'm not. I've heard of Amber.
Oh, we don't say her name. She's a succubus.
She who must not be named.
She who must not be named. Exactly. You'd be surprised. There were so many people.
Okay, I have to ask, do you want to have this conversation on a live or do you want to have it after?
Alive is fine. Hey, I ain't got nothing to hide. I was hooked. I was like hooked from day one. And I watched the whole 6 weeks of it. I'd get up at 8 or 7 o'clock in the morning and turn it on. It was on every news channel. It was on all of the lawyers' channels on YouTube that I watched. I had 3 devices going all at once watching it. It was just like everybody was hooked. I went to Walmart to get me some plants for my garden, and the lady at the garden center was like, have they come out with the verdict yet? And I said, no. They haven't come out with a verdict. So I got home, and about an hour later, all these texts came through on my phone, and it was all the lawyers popping up saying they'd come back with the verdict. And I posted a video about how I was feeling that day. It wasn't just because it was Johnny Depp. Of course, he's gorgeous, but it was because this woman was just she was a succubus. I mean, you all know what a succubus is. She just tried to suck the life right out of him. She even cut his finger off. She pooped on his bed. Everything. Oh.
I'm going to interrupt you to answer Jackie. Jackie wants to know what kind of dog Monkey is. We don't know for sure. I think he's a Schipperke, but his papers say Chihuahua mix. So, but he acts like a Schipperke, and he's got some hair like a Schipperke. So I think that's what he is.
I do think he's a mama's boy.
I know he's that.
Definitely a mama's boy. That's sweet. Yeah. Inseparable. But we are going at 1:20, 1 hour and 20 minutes. And I like to thank everybody. I don't know how much time I usually have for each broadcast, but I know I've got the package where I can have 10 people, and I think it's unlimited time or a certain amount of time. But I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Now, I don't want to lose you guys backstage, so I just end the broadcast, correct?
You end the broadcast.
We'll still be there.
Yep, we'll still be there.
All right.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much for everyone for showing up and making my deflowering or whatever you want to call it on StreamYard for the day. I definitely will do some more lives. Thank you. Like and subscribe. It's free, like Gerald said, for everyone on my panel today. Make sure that you do it. Thank you, Jackie. For everyone, I'm just, like I said, I'm just so overwhelmed to have everybody here today and happy. And it makes me grateful to have people like you in my life.
Thank you.
Always show kindness and share your inner light with those that are in the dark. Peace.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.